On Bad Drivers Worldwide, we feature crazy clips almost every day, with 10 or 12 a time. Today we're showing some of them, so buckle up for Bad Drivers Worldwide's Best of New York, Part 1. Today's first video comes from Albany, New York. This Redditor's father was driving down the passing lane of a snowy highway while the Redditor's mother was driving a white Subaru. Watch what happened when the driver of an SUV tried to squeeze between both vehicles. The VW Pit maneuvered himself off the front of the Redditor's father's pickup, sending the SUV into a ditch before rolling over. A witness driving behind them gave this footage and stopped to check on the drivers. Thankfully, both his parents were okay, but we don't know the conditions of the SUV driver. This Reddit user was driving behind a Pontiac Aztek in the right lane when the driver slowed down, and the Reddit user moved to the left lane before the Pontiac driver sped up and overtook him. Watch what happened next. A car merged into the Aztek's lane, and the driver locked up his brakes before colliding head-on with a concrete barrier. What an overreaction! This YouTuber watched a Mercedes SUV on his left make a left turn with a red light. Sadly, the YouTuber wasn't the only one watching. A Lynbrook police officer spotted the illegal maneuver and pulled over the Mercedes driver. Watch what happened as Rob was on his way home from work. The driver of a Nissan tried to merge into Rob's lane for a traffic slowdown. Sadly, they didn't check their blind spot and hit Rob's vehicle. The impact pushed his car into a box truck on his right. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. The Nissan driver was found 100% responsible, and their insurance is covering liabilities. Sadly, Rob's car was totaled. Willie was driving in New York City. As he made a left turn to reach a parking lot, he was cut off by the driver of a Nissan Altima. Willie slammed on the brakes and the Altima swerved into the parking lot, nearly hitting a parked SUV. Thankfully, this was only a close call. Here's something weird. This Redditor watched the repo man use a turn lane to get in front of the Altima ahead of the Redditor to try and collect it despite it being driven and having people inside. What do you think? Levin was driving in New York when he watched an impatient driver get a prize. As he exited out of a parking garage, the driver of a Hyundai SUV came face to face with Levin as they tried to pass another vehicle. The result was a rear-end collision. Here's another video from Levin. This time, he watched an SUV driver brake for no apparent reason on a New York highway. Chops was hauling milk when the driver of a Jeep pulled out in front of his big rig. The Jeep driver was an old guy. The impact spun his vehicle 180 degrees into trees. Thankfully, Chops was fine. The other driver left in an ambulance, but he was told he was okay. The driver of a semi-truck failed to yield to Akuyami. Akuyami slammed on his brakes, avoiding a collision with the trucker. Denden was driving through Brooklyn when he was passed by a Nissan who proceeded to change lanes in front of him. Watch what happened next. The Nissan driver ran a red light and got T-boned by a red Ford Explorer. Den didn't share any other info about this crash. Thankfully, it looks like everyone was okay. Mr. Crow was driving on I-84 near Newburgh when the driver of a Dodge Durango in the passing lane attempted to cross 2 lanes, including the gore point, to reach their exit. Mr. Crow had to swerve onto the exit lane to avoid a collision with the Durango. He said he could see way less of him than the camera, and that from his driver's seat, he barely sees the top of his light poles. Unfortunately, Mr. Crow managed to make contact with the Durango while grossing 80,000 pounds. This Redditor was stopped at a red light when a turning VW hit his car on the driver's side.
Good morning, Drunken, said a woman's voice with an urgent edge. This is Heidi Nagel Brown.
Thankfully, the lady driving the VW pulled over, took responsibility, and paid for the damages. I'm wondering the cause of this collision. A drunk driver aggressively backed out of a parking lot, hitting a white SUV. After the collision, the drunk driver sped away. Police and firefighters came to the scene. The hit-and-run driver's identity remains unknown, and police are currently investigating. The SUV will most likely be totaled. This Redditor was driving back home from a hospital when a Honda attempted to cross 4 lanes to reach his exit. As the Redditor honked at the CRV, the driver joined the highway again. I'm guessing bad drivers miss their exits sometimes. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.